Okay, so again with separating of mixtures, we're going to talk about processing petroleum. So petroleum is a natural mixture of hydrocarbons and must be processed to recover the petroleum products. The process is called fractional distillation, and when the petroleum is heated, it changes into a gas or it vaporizes, and which then it is collected and cooled, enabling it to change back into a liquid or recondense. The recondensed liquid is further separated, its parts recondensing at different temperatures into each of its fractal parts that are soluble in each other, but not in water. So the fractional distillation is done in a two-tower structure, and the fractional products can be converted or further processed into over 500,000 different types of petrochemicals. If we talk about mining mixtures, which is also a process of separating mixtures, an ore is a mineral or a group of minerals that contains a valuable substance like gold. So to extract this substance, or for example gold, that needs to be recovered, it must be mined and crushed and then mixed with water to create a fine suspension. The chemicals are then added to dissolve not only the substance you want, but the substance is then released from the solution when another substance, so for example we have zinc here, is added, allowing the residue or gold to sink and be collected. Alright, applications of separating mixtures. So convenience foods are often dehydrated so that they can be stored for long periods of time without spoiling. So you just add water when you want to use it. Petrochemical products include aspirin, sports equipment, eyeglasses, chewing gum, duct tape, and fertilizer. So there are very many different types of salt. The most common one is sodium chloride or table salt. Potassium chloride is called potash, and potash is used in the purification of water, glue spreading, paper making, painting, dyeing, leather producing, fiberboard processing, and it is also used in rubber production and the fermentation of foodstuffs. So sugar beets, for example, and sugar cane are refined to give us sugar crystals, and maple sap is boiled to make sweet water or maple syrup. All of these are using the process of separating mixtures in order to get from the mixture what we actually want. Alright, so now we're going to talk about concentration. Concentration is the measure of how much of a given substance is mixed with another substance. This usually applies to a homogeneous solution, where it refers to the amount of solute in a solvent. So the concentration of a solution, if you add more solute, you reduce the amount of solvent, you concentrate the solution. If you're looking to dilute the solution, you add more solvent or reduce the amount of solute. The limit to concentration is called solubility, okay, which we're going to talk about in the next slide. So solubility is the limit to concentration. So a saturated solution is one in which no more solute will dissolve in a specific amount of solvent at a specific temperature. An unsaturated solution is one in which more solute can be dissolved in a specific solvent at a specific temperature. So using the particle theory, the attractive forces between the particles becomes balanced, and no more particles of the solute can be attracted to the particles of the solvent. So the solution that contains more solute than would normally be dissolved at a certain temperature is called a supersaturated solution. And generally how that works is the solution is heated up so that they can add more of the solvent inside of it, and then it is cooled, and that allows it to become supersaturated. We're going to continue with the particle model of matter in the next video.